From Party of Five to Scream to House of Cards, Neve Campbell has wowed us for years. Now she's earning raves for her work in the new movie Castle in the Ground as a terminally ill single mother. Watch this.
What were you praying about?
Doesn't matter. I was just praying. Nothing specific, just...
You praying for your mother to get better.
Mom.
You praying for me to get better?
Mom!
You love me.
Why do you have to know so bad? I don't have to tell you. I don't have
me.
to tell you every time I pray what I pray for.
You don't have to worry, baby. I'm gonna be fine.
And Neve is here with me now. Neve, it is so good to see you. This movie is powerful. It's emotional. It's heartbreaking. So for you, what made you want to be a part of this movie?
Exactly those things. Joy Klein wrote a really beautiful, harrowing script that is about something very important. It's about the opioid crisis. And so I was really touched by it, and I thought it was prevalent and something that needed to be made.
Yeah, and we see your character go through it. How do you even prepare for something like that?
It's not easy, I watched a lot of documentaries about the opioid crisis, about this specific addiction, about what it is that people go through taking these drugs, and the slippery slope. I spoke to Joey Klein, our director. His father is a doctor who's been helping people through this for 30 years. So we had a lot of conversations about the physicality of the character and about the journey. But also I'm a mom, I'm a mom of two boys, and in the movie I have a teenage boy, and I have to say goodbye to him. So it wasn't difficult to get sad about the idea of that.
Yeah, I was going to say that because I'm a mom too. And as soon as I became a mom, everything that I even watched informed how I watched it and how I felt about it, because I put myself in that position. So I imagine that almost informs your performances at this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure I could have pulled it off in the same way when I wasn't a mom.
Yeah.
You just, not that I'm saying that other actresses who aren't mothers could never do it. I'm not saying that. It's just, for me personally, it was another level.
Yeah. And like we said, this is a very timely movie too, because the opioid crisis is so prevalent right now. My husband actually just finished a film on opioid addiction, and he learned so much from it. Did you feel like you came out of this knowing a lot more about what to watch for and what to do?
Yeah, I certainly wasn't aware of the vastness of the numbers. It's over 500,000 people have passed away from the opioid crisis, and it's tens of thousands of people a year. I hadn't known so much about Purdue Pharma and their relationship to it, their responsibility to it, and sort of the devastation of that, and that our leaders hadn't really stepped up with the knowledge that they had quickly enough, and that a lot of these deaths didn't need to happen. I didn't have that information. But also, for me, I had back surgery 2 years ago. I had to take pain pills I was paralyzed for the first 2 weeks, and I can see how easily you could become addicted to those things. It can happen to anyone. And I think it's so important for people to realize that and be so cautious when they make the choice to take these drugs. I'm not saying don't take them, but be careful.
Yeah, be very careful. And I know that you're also starring in the upcoming Clouds movie. I'm sensing a theme here, because this is another heartbreaker. It's a true story. What can you tell us about it?
Oh my gosh, yes, a heartbreaker, but beautiful and so inspiring, that movie. There was a kid named Zach Sobiak, this just amazingly inspiring kid who was diagnosed with a very rare cancer when he was 14 years old. And he wrote a song when he was about 16 that he meant for family and friends, and he put it on overnight, and it was really about how he was accepting his death and the challenges of it, but really just expressing his feelings and coming into his acceptance, and pretty profound for a teenager. And it went viral. His mother, Laura, who I played, is just this phenomenal woman. I mean, what a force, what she's gone through, what she experienced, what she brought her family through, how she helped her son, how she helps people now, speaking out to parents who are losing their children or people who have cancer. Just phenomenal people. And it was a great, great honor to get to play her. It was a great honor to get to tell his story. And I can't wait for people to see it.
Yeah. Well, it was lovely to chat with you today.
Thank you.
And I just want to let all of our viewers know that Castle in the Ground is available on digital and on demand right now. So please do yourself a favor and watch this film. Neve, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much. You too.